still sleeping on the left side, leaving space for a ghost that isn't there. The sunlight hits the floorboards, but it doesn't warm the winter in the air. I found a strand of your hair on the pillow, a golden thread from a life we used to lead. I should probably wash the linen, but I'm terrified to lose the scent I need. And I'm living in an unmade bed, wrestling with the words we never said. The sheets are tangled like the stories in my head since you walked out and left the embers dead. Every wrinkle is a map of where you used to lay. I'm just a permanent resident of yesterday in the sun. There's a hollow in the mattress where the weight of us used to keep me grounded. Now I'm drifting in the middle by the silence of a room I am surrounded. I reached out for your hand at 3 a.m., but I only caught a handful of the dark. It's funny how a piece of furniture can hold the remains of a broken spark. And I'm living in an unmade bed, wrestling with the words we never said. The sheets are tangled like the stories in my head since you walked out and left the embers dead. Every wrinkle is a map of where you used to lay. I'm just a permanent resident of yesterday in the unmade bed. I could pull the corners tight, I could try to make it right, hide the mess and tuck the edges in. But if I straighten out the mess, I'll have to finally confess that I'm never gonna feel your touch again. Yeah, I'm dying in the sun-made bed, replaying every single thing you said. The sheets are tangled like the stories in my head. I'm sleeping in the space where we bled. Every wrinkle is a map of where you used to lay. I'm just a permanent resident of yesterday in the unmade bed. I still catch myself whistling our favorite tune, but the air escapes different in this empty room. There's a gap in the melody, a hitch in the breath, like a part of my spirit is mourning its death. I look in the mirror to brush away the day, but I see the small exit where you slipped away. And it's the space between my teeth where the I love yous used to leave. Now it's just a hollow canyon for the words I didn't mean. I can taste the cold wind blowing through the ghost of every kiss. There's a silence in my smile now, and it feels just like this. Just a lonely little distance in the space between my teeth. You used to say it was a quirk you adored, a little room for the secrets we'd stored. But now when I laugh, I feel the sharp bite of a vacancy sign in the middle of the night. I try to close my mouth, try to hide the flaw, but I'm leaking the sorrow through a broken jaw. Yeah, it's the space between my teeth where the I love yous used to leave. Now it's just a hollow canyon for the words I didn't mean. I can taste the cold wind blowing through the ghost of every kiss. There's a silence in my smile now, and it feels just like this. Just a lonely little distance in the space between my teeth. They say time fills the holes that people leave behind, but this is a structure I can't seem to undesign. Every word I speak has to jump across the ledge to the side of me that's hanging off the edge. It's the space between my teeth where the I love yous used to leave. Now it's just a hollow canyon for the words I didn't mean. I can taste the cold wind blowing through the ghost of every kiss. There's a silence in my smile now, and it feels just like this. I was cleaning out the kitchen, found a cracked ceramic plate, the one you dropped last April when we stayed up way too late. The house is like a museum of a life we lived in fast, and I'm the only letter, stuck looking at the past. I found a voice memo on my phone from a summer by the sea. I pressed play and heard a sound that didn't belong to me. It's the leftover laughter, ringing in the hall, the echoes of a forever, bouncing off the wall. It's a haunting little symphony of everything we were, a ghost in the recording, a soft and happy blur. I'm starving for your presence, but I'm choking on the sound of the leftover laughter you left scattered on the ground. It's in the static of the radio, it's in the neighbor's yard. Trying to forget the punchline is the part that's getting hard. You left the humor in the rafters and the giggles in the sheets. Now the silence is a mountain that I never can defeat. Every time I try to smile, I hear your higher note, like a piece of jagged crystal catching in my throat. It's the leftover laughter, ringing in the hall, the echoes of a forever, bouncing off the wall. It's a haunting little symphony of everything we were, a ghost in the recording, a soft and happy blur. I'm starving for your presence, but I'm choking on the sound of the leftover laughter you left scattered on the ground. They say the joy is worth the pain that follows in the end, but I'd trade every punchline just to have you back again. Because a joke without a witness is a lonely way to die, and the funniest memories are the ones that make me Yeah, it's leftover laughter, ringing in the hall, the shadows of a forever, bouncing off the wall. It's a haunting little symphony of everything we were, a ghost in the recording, a soft and happy blur. I'm starving for your presence, but I'm choking on the sound of the leftover laughter you left scattered on the ground. The kettle's screaming on the stove, but I don't move at all. I'm watching shadows of the coffee cups dancing on the wall. We used to dance between the island and the refrigerator light, two shadows in a kitchen in the middle of the night. Now the linoleum is cold beneath the soles of my bare feet, and the stuck on June, the month you packed your bags beside the sink. The dishcloth hangs in heavy, damp gray rags. I still buy the brand of tea that you always used to crave. Setting out a saucer like I'm visiting a grave. There's no more clinking of the spoons, no more gossip by the sink, just the dripping of the faucet helping me to overthink. In this quiet kitchen, the silence is too loud. I'm looking for your face inside a steam-filled silver cloud. The table's got an empty chair where you used to sit and read. Now there's just a bitter taste and a hunger I can't feed. I'm staring at the tile, praying for a dish to break. Anything to stop the noise that two heartbeats used to make. In this quiet kitchen, they say the heart is like a home, the kitchen is the soul. But someone took the fire out and left a blackened hole. The spice racks gathering the dust, the oven's getting cold. I'm living in a story that's already been told. Yeah, in this quiet kitchen, the silence is too loud. I'm looking for your face inside a steam-filled silver cloud. The table's got an empty chair where you used to sit and read. Now there's just a bitter taste and a hunger I can't feed. I'm staring at the tile, praying for a dish to break. Anything to stop the noise that two heartbeats used to make. I'm standing in the hallway where the air is getting thin, trying not to breathe too deep or let the memory in. I opened up the closet door to move a winter coat and caught a scent so violent it caught me by the throat. It's vanilla and the jasmine that you wore on Friday nights, the signature you left behind beneath the dimming lights. It's the ghost of your perfume haunting every room, a sweet and heavy shadow in the middle of the gloom. It's lingering on the curtains and it's woven in the bed, a floral little heartache spinning circles in my head. I can't wash the pillowcases, I can't open up the door, because once the scent is gone, I'll have nothing of you anymore. Just the ghost of your perfume. I walked past a stranger on the corner of the street, and for a split second my heart skipped a beat. The wind carried a fraction of the bottle that you used and left me standing frozen, feeling hollow and confused. It's a cruel kind of magic, how a smell can be a cage, turning back the covers to a long forgotten page. It's the ghost of your perfume, haunting every room, a sweet and heavy shadow in the middle of the gloom. It's lingering on the curtains and it's woven in the bed, a floral little heart spinning circles in my head. I can't wash the pillowcases, I can't open up the door, because once the scent is gone, I'll have nothing of you anymore. Just the ghost of your perfume. They say the sight is first to go and sounds begin to fade, but the nose remembers every single promise that we made. It's the invisible remains of the fire that went out, the only piece of us I haven't learned to live without. Yeah, it's the ghost of your perfume, haunting every room, a sweet and heavy shadow in the middle of the gloom. It's lingering on the curtains and it's woven in the bed, a floral little heart spinning circles in my head. I finally cleared the closet, or at least I tried to start. But moving your belongings feels like tearing out my heart. The wooden floor is naked where your suitcase used to stand, and the silence in the wardrobe is getting out of hand. I reached into the corner for my favorite flannel shirt, but I touched a row of nothing, and it's amazing how it hurt. Now there's just empty hangers swaying in the dark, clinking like a hollow ghost, missing every spark of that little skeleton of the girl I used to know, slinging in the draft of a door I let you go. Everyone I take away feels like a heavier weight, just a row of silver questions left to decide my fate in a room of empty hangers. There's a mark upon the railing where your velvet dress once hung, a memory of a summer when the world was bright and young. Now the shadows have more volume than the clothes I left behind, and the symmetry of us is getting harder now to find. I'm staring at the gap between the denim and the wool, wondering how a vacuum could ever feel this full. Now there's just empty hangers swaying in the dark, clinking like a heart. I could buy some newer things to fill up all the space, hide the hollow evidence of your missing face. But the wire keeps on singing that lonely metal song, reminding me that everything is where it don't belong. Yeah, it's just empty hangers swaying in the dark, clinging like a hollow ghost, missing every spark. I feel a lot of those spirits of the girl I used to know, swinging in the draft of a door. The waiter brought 2 menus like he does every Tuesday night. I didn't have the heart to tell him I'm the only one in sight. I let him pour the water, let the silver hit the glass, watching all the happy couples whisper as they pass. I'm sitting in the corner where the candles burning low, opposite a presence that I can't seem to let go. I'm just saving a seat for a memory, keeping a place for the ghost of you and me. The chair is tucked in tight against the table's edge, while I'm hanging on the words of a broken-hearted pledge. The wine is getting warmer and the bread is getting cold, but I'm staying in the story that we never got to fold, just saving a seed for a memory. Hear a joke you'd make, then I catch my own reflection and I feel the phantom ache. There's no coat upon the backrest, no purse upon the floor, just the heavy, hollow feeling of an open, empty door. I'm talking to the shadows, nodding at the air, trying to convince the room that you're actually there. I'm just saving a seat for a memory, keeping a place for the ghost of you and me. The chair is tucked in tight against the table's edge, while I'm hanging on the words of a broken-hearted pledge. The wine is getting warmer and the bread is getting cold, but I'm staying in the story that we never got to fold, just saving a seat for a piece of me to handle all the pain. Checked the latch at 7, and I checked it once again, listening for a footstep through the rhythm of the rain. The neighborhood is sleeping and the streetlights hum a tune, but I'm wide awake and waiting in this blue and hollow room. I know you took your keychain, I know you said we're through, but I can't bring myself to bolt the way I'm supposed to do, because the door is still unlocked, just in case you change your mind, in case you left a piece of us you realize you need to find. I'm sitting in the hallway, staring at the brass and wood, waiting for the turning of a handle like I should. It's a dangerous way to live, keeping shadows on the clock, but I can't face the winter, so the door is still unlocked. The wind pushes the frame sometimes and makes a clicking sound, and my heart climbs up my throat before it crashes to the ground. I think I see your silhouette against the frosted glass, but it's just the ghost of maybe watching all the hours pass. I should be moving forward, I should be safe and sound, but I'd rather be a target than be someone who isn't found. Yeah, the door is still unlocked, just in case you change your mind, in case you left a piece of us you realize you need to find. I'm sitting in the hallway, staring at the brass and wood, waiting for the turning of a handle like I should. It's a dangerous way to live, keeping shadows on the clock, but I can't face the winter, so the door is still unlocked. They say a home's a fortress, a place to keep the pain away, but I've left mine wide open for a guest who'll never stay. Let the cold air in, let the darkness flood the floor. I'm just a fool who's terrified of closing one last door. You left a piece of us you realize you need to find. I'm sitting in the hallway, staring at the brass and wood, waiting for walking through the garden where the grass is overgrown. The sun is setting sideways on the life that I've outgrown. I see a shape beside me on the sidewalk's cracked remains, a silhouette of someone that the evening light sustains. I reach out with my fingers to the edges of the gray, but the closer that I get, the more you seem to drift away. And I'm tracing your shadow on the cold and dusty ground, searching for a heartbeat where there isn't any sound, following the outline of the ghost I used to hold before the summer turned to gray and everything went cold. It's a map of where you stood, it's a sketch of what we lost. I'm just a lonely artist paying back the heavy cost of tracing your shadow. The street lamp flickers on and casts you long across the street. I'm trying to keep pace, trying to stay beneath your feet, but shadows have a way of disappearing in the dark, leaving me with nothing but a faint and hollow mark. I'm kneeling on the pavement where the light begins to fail, writing letters in the soup, a tragic dusty trail. I'm tracing your shadow on the cold and dusty ground, searching for a heartbeat where there isn't any sound, following the outline of the ghost I used to hold before the summer turned to gray and everything went cold. It's a map of where you stood, it's a sketch of what we lost. I'm just a lonely artist paying back the heavy cost of tracing your shadow. If I could catch the edges, if I could pin you to the floor, maybe I could find the girl who walked out through the door. But you're made of light and absence, you're a trick of fate and sun, and I'm just chasing after someone who is already done. Took the pictures off the mantle, left a square of light to paint. The house is getting hollow and my memory's getting faint. I thought if I was quiet I could finally be alone. But there's a stubborn vibration living in the stone. I hear the rattle of your coffee cup, the clicking of your heels. It's amazing how much damage a quiet moment steals. I'm going down to the basement, down where the echoes hide, to the corner of the hallway where the I love yous died. They're bouncing off the rafters, they're sleeping in the vents. A million ghost word versions of every day we spend. I try to scream to drown them out, but they just amplify the tide. I'm losing my mind in the places where the echoes hide. Every time I close a cabinet, I hear you call my name, like the walls are keeping secrets and I'm the one to blame. I tried to coat the rooms in white to muffle out the past, but the sound of us together was built to outlast. It's a frequency of heartbreak that I can't seem to untune, like a radio that's haunted in the middle of the afternoon. I'm going down to the basement, down where the echoes hide, to the corner of the hallway where the I love yous died. They're bouncing off the rafters, they're sleeping in the vents. A million ghost word versions of every day we spend. I try to scream to drown them out, but they just amplify the tide. I'm losing my mind in the places where the echoes hide. Is it the house that's talking, or is it just my head? Is it the wood expanding, or the things we never said? I'm digging through the silence, but the silence has a voice, and it's telling me that leaving was your only lonely choice. I've got a drawer full of landscapes I'll never get to show you. Paris in the winter and the canyons painted red. I still write down the stories like I'm talking to the old you, instead of facing all the things the new you finally said. The stamps are getting dusty and the ink is starting to fade, just like the travel plans and promises we made. They're just unsent postcards stacked up by the bed. 1,000 wish you were here's that I should have just said. I'm mailing my heart to a ghost of an address, trying to find words for this beautiful mess. Every picture is a window to a world we'll never see, signed with a love that you took away from me. In these unsent postcards, I wrote about the coffee shop I found on 5th and Main, and how the smell of cedar always makes me think of rain. I described the way the ocean looked, a lonely shade of blue, but I didn't have a place to send the pieces of the view. I'm hoarding all the misuse in a pile on the floor, like if I collect enough, you'll walk back through the door. They're just unsent postcards stacked up by the bed. find a silhouette or maybe and a reason not to try. The sunlight's cutting through the blinds in long and golden bars, illuminating all the microscopic battle scars. It's funny how the things we leave just settle on the shelf, while I'm struggling to find a way to settle with myself. It's the dust of us dancing in the light, the skin and bone of everything we couldn't get to right. It's settling on the records and it's graying out the floor. A million tiny pieces of the heart that's yours no more. I'm breathing in the memories until my lungs are full of the great and heavy gravity, the slow and steady pull of the dust of us. I tried to wipe the surface of the nightstand by the bed, but I only left a streak of all the things we never said. It's a layer of the time we spent, a coating on the glass, watching all the moments turn to powder as they pass. I should open up the windows, let the winter blow it out, but I'm terrified of losing what the silence is about. It's the dust of us dancing in the light, the skin and bone of everything we couldn't get to right. It's settling on the records and it's graying out the floor. A million tiny pieces of the heart that's yours no more. I'm breathing in the memories until my lungs are full of the great and heavy gravity, the slow and steady pull of the dust of us. You're a ghost of a sensation, a fingerprint of grime on the ticking of the clock and the wasting of my time. If I clean it all away, will the room just disappear, or will I finally see the vacancy that's living here? It's the dust of us dancing in the light, the skin and bone of everything we couldn't get to right. It's settling on the records and it's graying out the floor. A million tiny pieces of the heart that's yours no more. I'm still turning the dial on the old bedside radio, searching for the station that we used to call home. But the signal's getting weaker with every mile you go, leaving me nothing but this hollow white noise chrome. I thought I heard your laughter underneath the ocean air, but when I reached to find the knob, there was nothing there. Now it's just static on your frequency, a jagged line of noise where our rhythm used to be. I'm lost between the stations, in the cracks of what we said, trying to tune into the ghost that's living in my bed. It's a high-pitched kind of lonely, a crackle in the dark, the sound of a connection that's lost its only spark. Just static on your frequency. I remember when our heartbeats were perfectly in sync. Before the wires tangled and the world began to blink. Now I'm catching broken phrases through the humming, through the hiss, a distorted little version of a good night and a kiss. The more I try to clarify, the more the signal breaks, until the silence is the only sound my spirit makes. Yeah, it's just static on your frequency, a jagged line of noise where our rhythm used to be. I'm lost between the stations, in the cracks of what we said, trying to tune into the ghost that's living in my bed. It's a high-pitched kind of lonely, a crackle in the dark, the sound of a connection that's lost its only spark. Just static on your frequency. Is there a tower falling down? Is the weather getting rough? Or was the love we transmitted simply not enough? I'm screaming at the speakers, but the feedback is too loud. I'm just a lonely broadcast lost inside a heavy cloud. It's just static on your frequency, a jagged line of noise where our rhythm used to be. I'm lost between the stations, in the cracks of what we said, trying to tune into the ghost that's living in my bed. I'm standing in the hallway where the wallpaper is torn, looking at the patches where a family was born. I tried to patch the drywall, tried to sand away the grief, but the structure of the building offers no relief. There's a vacancy inside me that the doctors can't explain, a physical dimension of a purely mental It's a heart-shaped hole right through my chest, a jagged little valley where you used to rest. I'm pouring in the bourbon, I'm filling it with lead, but I can't stop the bleeding from the things we never said. The light is shining through me, a hollow, empty toll in the middle of the wreckage, in this heart-shaped hole. The outlines of your fingers are still etched into my skin. I'm trying to keep the winter out, but it keeps leaking in. It's an architectural failure, a collapse of the design. How can I be a person when your shape isn't mine? I reached for you this morning, but I only felt the air, a perfect architecture of a girl who isn't there. It's a heart-shaped hole right through my chest, a jagged little valley where you used to rest. I'm pouring in the bourbon, I'm filling it with lead, but I can't stop the bleeding from the things we never said. The light is shining through me, a hollow, empty toll in the middle of the wreckage, in this heart-shaped hole. You took the center with you and you walked out through the gate, left me with a perimeter I've grown to truly hate. If I fill it up with strangers, will the edges start to mend, or am I just a circle that's waiting for the end? I still jump a little when the floorboards start to groan, or the wind hits the porch in a way I've never known. The house has a rhythm that I've memorized by heart, but lately the silence is tearing me apart. I find myself frozen with my head toward the hall, waiting for a ghost to make a shadow on the wall. I'm listening for the sound of your key the porch light burning till the bulb began to flicker. I thought it might invite you back or make the healing quicker. Every car that slows down on the corner of the street sends a rush of hollow thunder to the soles of my feet. But the handle never turns and the door stays shut and tight. Just a solid piece of timber in the middle of the night. I'm listening for the sound of your key in the lock, that metallic little click, and that would stop the ticking clock. The jingle in the pocket, the scrape against the brass, the only bridge I needed for the heavy hours to pass. And now the deadbolt is heavy, and the hallway is a sea, and I'm drowning in the absence of the sound of your key. I should probably change the tumblers, I should throw the spare away, but it's the only invitation that I'm keeping out today. If I lock the world out for good, then I'm locking myself in, and I'll never hear that silver song of us begin again. I dumped the box out on the table, 1,000 jagged edges, trying to rebuild the picture of the life we swore we'd lead. But there's a gap right in the center, near the garden and the hedges, where the color's bleeding out and the cardboard starts to bleed. I've checked beneath the sofa, I've checked the pockets of my coat, but I'm staring at a fragment that can't keep the dream afloat. It's the missing pieces that are killing me tonight, the parts of us that vanished when you stepped into the light. I've got the sky, I've got the trees, I've got the house we built, but there's a hollow in the middle, filled with silence and with guilt. I can't finish the story, I can't see the final view, because the picture's just a puzzle with the missing pieces of you. Your side of the vanity is a desert of white dust, where your jewelry box once sat before the hinges started to rust. I found a single silver earring hiding in the floor, a tiny little fraction of the girl who walked out through the door. I try to stretch the memories to cover up the gray, but the more I I move my pillows to the bed where nobody ever sleeps, away from the master suite and the secrets that it keeps. The window here is smaller, the glass is cracked and thin, but I'd rather watch the alleyway than let the memory in. I'm surrounded by the boxes of the life we didn't start, in a square of 4 white walls that match the layout of my heart. From the view from the spare room, everything looks gray. The neighbor's yard is dying in a slow and steady way. I'm looking past the rooftops at a sky that's turned to lead, in a corner of the house where the I love yous went to bed. It's a temporary shelter for a permanent goodbye, just a lonely piece of scenery for a lonely kind of guy. In the view from the spare room. There's a stack of old magazines from a year I don't recall, and a shadow of a bicycle leaning up against the wall. I can hear you in the kitchen, or at least I think I can, but I'm just a guest in my own home, a disappearing man. I stare at the brickwork of the building across the street, while the silence in the hallway makes the isolation sweet. Yeah, from the view from the spare room, everything looks gray. The neighbor's yard is dying in a slow and steady way. I'm I'm sitting on the edge of the bed where the light hits the floor, staring at the path you took when you walked out the door. The pile of the rug is pressed down in a steady, heavy line. A map of your departure, a map of what was mine. I've been avoiding the vacuum, I've been walking on the edge, trying to preserve the ghost of every broken pledge. But I'm watching fading footprints on the carpet, slowly rising back to where they used to be. The fibers are forgetting that you ever stood by me. Every hour that I breathe, the trail is getting thin, like the house is healing over where your ghost has been. I'm losing the only proof that you were ever here. And the fading footprints on the carpet, you slowly disappear. I remember how you'd pace while you talked upon the phone, deepening the valleys in this place we called our own. Now the pressure of the silence is pulling up the thread, erasing every step and every word we never said. I wanna fall upon my knees and press my palms into the brain. Anything to keep the shape of all this beautiful pain. But I'm watching fading footprints on the carpet, slowly rising back to where they used to be. The fibers are forgetting that you ever stood by me. Every hour that I breathe, the trail is getting thin, like the house is healing over where your ghost has been. I'm losing the only proof that you were ever here. And the fading footprints on the carpet, you slowly disappear. Soon the floor will be as level as a Sunday afternoon, and I'll be standing in a room that forgot you left too soon. No more him and no more her, just a flat and empty rug without the heavy memory of the life we tried to tug. Yeah, I'm watching fading footprints on the carpet, slowly rising back to where they used to be. The fibers are forgetting that you ever stood by me. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed where the light hits the floor, staring at the path you took when you walked out the door. The pile of the rug is pressed down in a steady, heavy line. A map of your departure, a map of what was mine. I've been avoiding the vacuum, I've been walking on the edge, trying to preserve the ghost of every broken pledge. But I'm watching fading footprints on the carpet, slowly rising back to where they used to be. The fibers are forgetting that you ever stood by me. Every hour that I breathe, the trail is getting thin, like the house is healing over where your ghost has been. I'm losing the only proof that you were ever here, in the fading footprints on the carpet. You slowly disappear. I remember how you paced while you talked upon the phone, deepening the valleys in this place we called our own. Now the pressure of the silence is pulling up the thread, erasing every step and every word we never said. I wanna fall upon my knees and press my palms into the grave, anything to keep the shape of all this beautiful pain. But I'm watching fading footprints on the carpet, slowly rising back to where they used to be. The fibers are forgetting that you ever stood by me. Every hour that I breathe, the trail is getting thin, like the house is healing over where your ghost has been. I'm losing the only proof that you were ever here, in the fading footprints on the carpet. You slowly disappear. Soon the floor will be as level as a Sunday afternoon, and I'll be standing in a room that forgot you left too soon. No more him and no more her, just a flat and empty rug without the heavy memory of the life we tried to touch. Yeah, I'm watching fading footprints on the carpet, slowly rising back to where they used to be. The fibers are forgetting that you ever stood by me. I'm walking on the floorboards that still know your name, in a house that looks the same but it isn't quite the same. I find myself stopping at the corner by the light, where we used to whisper in the middle of the night. Now the wind is the only thing that's moving through the air, and I'm catching my reflection in a glass that isn't there. In these hollow hallways searching for the heartbeat that doesn't live here anymore. Every step I take is a heavy wooden foot, echoing the rhythm of the sorrow in my blood. It's a long and lonely distance from the kitchen to the bed, through the hollow hallways and the things we never said. The frames upon the wall are just windows to the past. Hold their own the moments that were never meant to last. I saw a shadow flicker near the handle of the door, but it was just a memory falling through the floor. I'm pacing out the inches of the space you left behind, trying to outrun the ghost that's living in my mind. In these hollow hallways, I'm a stranger on the floor. You're searching for the heartbeat that doesn't live here anymore. Every step I take is a heavy wooden thud, echoing the rhythm of the sorrow in my blood. It's a long and lonely distance from the kitchen to the bed, through the hollow hallways and the things we never said. I could paint the walls a brighter shade of blue, but the color wouldn't cover up the absence of you. The architecture's broken, the foundation's getting thin, and the silence is the only thing that's ever moving in. Yeah, in these hollow hallways, I'm a stranger on the floor, searching for the heartbeat that doesn't live here anymore. Every step I take is a heavy